Before you scroll, stop for a moment. This message is not random at all. It is meant for the person who has stayed strong for so long, stayed quiet for too long, and felt tired in ways that others do not fully understand. There is someone who does not look at you as a challenge, a prize, or just a temporary feeling. They look at you and sense something much deeper inside. They feel a strong wish to stay close, to protect you, and to ease the heavy load you carry without saying much. And if you have ever asked yourself whether a love like this truly exists, stay with these words, because what you are about to hear could touch a part of you that has waited a very long time to feel seen. Not everyone will listen all the way through. Most people look away when the truth comes too near. But if you are still here reading, that already says a lot. It shows that some part of your heart is truly paying attention. And by the time you finish this, you may start to see your own life, your own hurts, and your own path ahead in a fresh new way. So take a slow breath and stay until the end. If you want the full Jungian truth about the love that can truly take your pain away, hit like right now. The kind of love we are talking about here does not make loud noise. It does not run after attention. It comes in gently. But when it is real, it changes so many things in life. If you are tired of toxic relationships and want the real truth about who actually wants to heal you, think about that right now. This person wants to marry you, but not for any shallow reasons. They are not interested in looks alone, not in status, and not because they feel empty and need someone to fill a gap. They want to marry you because something inside them feels truly moved by your heart. They notice how much you have carried on your own. They sense the quiet fights you never talk about in detail. They see the brave face you show, the steady voice you use, and the way you continue even when days feel heavier than anyone realizes. And instead of stepping back from that, they feel drawn even closer. Not from pity, but from deep respect, from real care, and from a quiet love that grows stronger the more they truly know you. They think about you with a serious kind of love. A love that does not need to show off. A love that does not require any stage. It is patient, watchful, and steady every day. They notice your smile, of course, but they also notice your quiet moments. They feel the small drops in your energy. They see the times when you say you are okay, but your eyes tell a different story. And every single time they notice that, something inside them repeats the same thought. I want to be the safe place where this person can finally rest. I want to be the one who helps carry what they have carried alone for so long. If these words already speak to you, keep reading because it only becomes deeper from here. When they picture a life together with you, they are not thinking about a perfect wedding event, nice pictures, or what others might say. They think about real everyday life. The early mornings when you feel worn out before the day even begins. The quiet nights when old memories return without any warning. The days full of pressure. The days full of doubt, and the days when you feel very tired. They imagine being right there through all of it, not just in your happy times, but in the hidden and difficult ones too. They picture themselves honoring you, guarding your peace, and slowly helping you breathe with more ease. They dream of a close bond built on trust, patience, honesty, and the kind of understanding that comes from seeing someone far beyond the surface. They do not want to stand near your life from a distance. They want to stand with you inside it, step by step, day by day, through good times and hard times, through hope and healing, through every season that brings challenges for both of you. And here is something very powerful. They are not trying to save you as if something is broken in you. They do not see you that way at all. They see your strength. They see your ability to keep going. They see someone who has kept a soft heart alive in a world that has not always been kind. That truth moves them more than they can easily explain. So if you have ever felt unseen, stay right here. This part is important. Comment, heal. If you've ever wished someone would take your pain away instead of adding to it, they see more than your calm, outside appearance. They see the hidden weight that sits behind it. They see the part of you that wakes up at night thinking about things no one else knows. They see the side of you that learns to smile even while carrying disappointment, sadness, and long periods of emotional tiredness. They notice how often you give more than you get back, how often you listen more than you speak, how often you make space for others while quietly asking nothing for yourself. And what they feel when they see all that is not fear. It is a deep devotion. It is a strong wish to stand beside you in a real way, to share the weight, to make your load lighter in both practical and emotional ways, to become a place where your heart does not need to stay guarded every single second. Because what people need most is not cheers, not praise, and not empty excitement that burns bright and then fades quickly. What we need deep inside is to be truly seen, completely seen. Not the polished version we show the world to survive, the real one, the tired one, the one still healing, the hopeful one, the one still learning how to trust again. And this person feels drawn to that full truth in you, not just the simple parts, but all of it together. That is why this love feels so different from others. It looks past the surface and chooses the soul. They do not want to marry you just to gain something for themselves. They do not see you as some kind of achievement. They are not trying to own you, control you, or show your love like a trophy. What they want is simpler and deeper than that. They want to care for you. They want to protect the soft part inside you. Type marry. If a part of you still hopes someone wants to marry you for your heart, they want to help lift the strain you carry without making you feel weak for having it. Their love is not rushed. It is not reckless at all. It moves with clear purpose. It understands that healing needs time, that trust grows slowly over days, that old wounds do not disappear after one talk or one nice promise. So they are willing to be patient. They are willing to stay through the whole process. They are willing to show up again and again until their steady actions say what words alone never could. I am here. I am not leaving. You do not have to hold everything by yourself anymore. And notice this because it truly matters. They do not want to reduce your independence. They are not scared of your strength. Your strength is actually part of what draws them closer. They admire how you survived. They admire how you kept your heart open. They admire the courage it takes to still believe in closeness after facing disappointments. That is why their love is not about competing. It is about adding to each other. They want to stand next to your strength, not stand over it. That is something rare. And if you have ever been loved in a way that made you feel smaller, you already understand how powerful this difference feels. This person pays attention in a way most others do not. Many people only notice actions. They watch behavior. They react to what is easy to see. But this person listens for feelings. They notice energy. They hear what sits below your words. They sense when your voice has a small pause. They catch the sadness hidden inside a sentence that sounds normal to everyone else. They feel when your presence pulls back even a little. And instead of demanding an explanation right away, they stay gentle. They stay close. They let their presence speak first. That is part of what makes this love so healing. It does not only respond to what you do, it responds to your full humanity. When love only reacts to your actions, it becomes something conditional. It grows when you seem easy and fades when you struggle. But when love responds to what you feel, it becomes steady, safe, and deep. It says you matter here, not because you are doing well, but simply because you are you. And if that line reaches you, do not stop yet. Because this is where many people begin to understand why some love never felt safe before. This person has probably known pain too. They understand that people who have carried heavy loads for a long time do not always need advice. Sometimes they need quiet space. Sometimes they need room to breathe. Sometimes they need someone who can sit beside them without trying to fix the moment. This person wants to be that kind of steady presence in your life. If these words are touching the tired parts of you, comment shadow below. They imagine a relationship where joy and sorrow are shared openly, not hidden away. A relationship where laughter can live together with healing, where difficult days do not threaten the connection. They actually make it stronger. They picture a future that feels peaceful instead of full of chaos, not filled with mixed messages, emotional confusion, or constant guessing. Peaceful, grounded, and real. They think about ordinary days with you, and somehow that feels special and sacred to them. Coffee already made in the morning, quiet check-ins after a long day, a hand on your shoulder when your thoughts become too loud. The kind of silence that feels warm instead of uncertain. The kind of home where your nervous system can finally calm down because love no longer feels like it might disappear. They want to solve problems with you, not against you. They want to build daily routines that make both of you feel safe. They want the everyday life, not just the exciting moments. And that says so much because surface love gets excited by the high points. Real love prepares for the ordinary ones. It asks, how can I make this person's life gentler? How can I help protect their peace? How can I be someone they never have to ask for consistency from? That is the future they see with you. Stable, loyal, calm, still passionate, but deeply rooted. And if you are still here, then maybe a part of you knows that stability is not boring at all. Stability is beautiful. Stability is what allows a wounded heart to finally breathe out with ease. They can tell that much of your pain did not come from just one event. It came from being misunderstood again and again, from giving deeply and receiving little in return, from staying loyal while others stayed unsure, from hoping someone would finally choose you fully, clearly, and without conditions, only to meet confusion, distance, or changing feelings. They recognize how tiring that has been. They see how it taught part of you to stay ready for disappointment, to hold something back, to keep one foot near the door just in case. They understand why you became careful, why you do not always say what you need, why trust feels costly, why being chosen still feels hard to believe even when you want it so much. And instead of judging those protective parts in you, they come near with gentleness. They are not asking you to become easier to handle. They are asking to love you honestly, to love you with actions that match their words, with reliability that removes doubt instead of creating more. They do not want you lying awake wondering where you stand. They do not want you making yourself smaller to keep peace. They do not want your heart learning one more lesson in being left behind. They want to love you in a way that slowly teaches your body something new. That closeness can be calm. That consistency can be real. That love can stay and last. Still, this kind of love does ask something from you too. Not all at once, not with force, and not on any deadline. But eventually, it will ask for something that may feel more frightening than pain itself. It will ask you to let it in. Not the polished version of you. Not the capable version that handles everything alone. The real version, the one that is still healing, the one that still gets scared, the one that still expects love to leave right when it starts feeling safe. This love will be patient, but it will gently ask you to stop preparing for its exit. Type yes if you want me to reveal the dark difference between real love and narcissistic savior complex, because that is what hurt teaches us to do. Hurt teaches us to get ready for loss before love even settles. It teaches us to stay guarded, to love only halfway, to keep some part of ourselves untouched so we will not be destroyed if someone leaves. But the person we are speaking about is not getting ready to leave. They are getting ready to stay. And that difference changes everything. It changes how your body feels in the room with someone. It changes what a quiet Tuesday evening means. It changes what silence sounds like when no one is using it to punish you. It changes how deeply you rest when somebody near you wants nothing except your honest truth. So if you have spent years surviving while staying on alert, hear this clearly. Safe love may feel unfamiliar at first. It may even feel strange. But strange does not mean wrong. Sometimes strange just means new. And new can be the beginning of real healing. The deepest healing in life rarely happens alone. It happens inside safe connection, inside a bond where you are seen without judgment, supported without control, loved without being managed. That is what this person wants to offer. Not perfection, not a fantasy life without hard moments, but real presence, honest care, and a steady heart beside yours through every season. They want to know the full truth of who you are, your history, your fears, your private wins, your habits when you feel tired, your silence when you feel overwhelmed, your softness when you finally feel safe enough to stop pretending. And they do not pull away from any of it. They move closer. Their love is quiet, but it is not weak. It is strong like roots are strong. It does not need loud noise to prove itself. It builds slowly, it holds steady, it remains. It shows up in small things that end up meaning everything, checking on you without being asked, remembering what drains you, protecting your peace when you are too tired to ask, helping without making it feel like a debt, making life lighter in ordinary ways. These things may sound small, but they are not small to a heart that has carried too much for too long. That is why this love can feel life-changing. Not because it is dramatic, but because it is dependable. And dependable love is one of the rarest gifts a person can receive. They are drawn to your strength, but not to challenge it. They are drawn to it because it tells the story of everything you survived. They know you have made sacrifices. They know you have swallowed pain and kept moving forward. They know there were days when you held yourself together with nothing but willpower and quiet faith. And they are committed to being the kind of person who eases your burden instead of adding to it. They want your home with them to feel like relief. They want rest to become normal in your life, not something you earn only after total exhaustion. Share this to warn someone who keeps attracting people who only claim they'll take their pain away. They want to notice your tiredness before you say a word. They want to share life's responsibilities without resentment and love you in ways that protect your spirit. This is not love for show, but love lived through everyday actions that remain long after the excitement fades. They know vulnerability is not weakness and want to earn your trust every single day, not only when it is easy. They see marriage as more than one special day. They imagine a life built through small, faithful moments. Waking beside you, holding you when old pain returns, being the calm voice when your mind is crowded and the steady hand when life feels heavy. They cherish the ordinary miracles, quiet mornings, shared routines, comforting silence, and a home filled with safety instead of tension. They want to be the reason your shoulders relax and your breathing grows softer. Not because they promise a perfect life, but a consistent, caring, and honest one. They hope their actions ease your fears before your fears even speak. This kind of love is rare because it requires empathy, patience, maturity, and a heart that chooses peace over power and presence over performance. Rare does not mean impossible, it means precious and worth holding on to. You are not too much to love, too hard to understand, or invisible. Real love does not arrive with chaos, confusion, or empty promises. It comes with patience, steadiness, and a quiet choice that keeps choosing you every day. You will not have to perform, shrink yourself, or prove your worth to keep it. It will honor your strength, protect your vulnerability, and stay. If this shocked you in a good way, comment alert below. It will not rush your healing but will walk beside it. It will not erase your past, yet it will stop your past from defining your future. Maybe that is what your heart has been waiting for. Not perfection or dramatic rescue, but someone real whose love feels like peace after years of noise. Hold on to that feeling. The love you need is possible, it is real, and somewhere a heart may already be choosing you quietly, carefully, and with the intention to stay. This message is a reminder that genuine connection belongs to those who keep believing through difficult seasons. A deeper understanding of your story can bring new hope, and small changes in perspective can open doors that once seemed closed. Trust your quiet strength and let better days unfold in their own time. Comment which part exposed something deep about your past relationships, and subscribe for more Carl Jung Psychology that protects your heart.